This is my Minecraft survival world in the new 1.20 update. And in the last episode, we built up this beautiful, beautiful barn, but it did unfortunately almost completely break my diamond axe. So in this episode, I'd like to take that diamond axe and repair it a little bit, and also give it some nice enchantments. To do that, I'm going to build a library using our villagers from the village over here. My goal is to take one of those villagers and put him over here in our library and turn him into a librarian. First off, we need to decide a spot, and I think right here will do perfect. I just need to flatten it out just a little bit, and then that should hopefully be a big enough space for us to build on. Next, I just need a couple more materials to build with, and of course, you know I had to go for spruce. It's one of my favorites. Now that we actually have the tree growing fairly consistently within our area, it's definitely going to be popping up in builds more often. Oh, perfect. Okay, I wasn't quite sure if these were the saplings for it, so I'm glad that they are. And that also means that we have some mangrove logs. And I think that would be really cool to incorporate into the build because it's got that nice red texture, which will add a cool pop for our library. And for the last bits of resources that I want to use, I'm going to outline the roof with stone like I've been doing for all of my builds so far. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of cobblestone. And now with all those resources collected, we should be ready to start building. So the first thing that I want to do is start off the base of the library with some spruce. And then for the front area right here, we can go ahead and indent a little bit with our planks and make a nice spot for a window. And then we're going to go out once again and then back in, but this time for a doorway. Well, excuse me. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry. I was trying to shovel that dirt block so you can get out. Anyways, now that we have a doorway, we of course are going to need a door, just logically. Go ahead and grab some of these and wha-bam, build done. That's how my ADHD brain wants it at least. Okay, now I gotta move this guy because we have to go out one more, and then this will be the corner and the end of our build. We can kind of do the same to the other side, just like that. And now that the front of our building is complete, I already need more spruce, so back to collecting the wood and of course planting spruce trees everywhere that I possibly can, because we are going to need a lot for this build. And by a lot, I just mean like more than we've used in any of the other builds. Truly, in the grand scheme of Minecraft, it probably isn't that much. And I just realized the bottom of this pool is really bare. Just gonna fix that up a little bit. There we go, much better. We can even do that along the river as well. Just give it some character. Hopefully all that kelp doesn't get caught up in the water wheel, but you know, if it happens, it happens. And with that distraction aside and some more spruce wood acquired, we can go ahead and move on to the side of the build now. And I think I'm gonna do something similar to that, only this time it's a 3-wide window, just to give the build a little bit more length going this way. And of course in the back, we can go ahead and round it off with a nice spruce wood corner, and then we should be able to just mimic the window from that side onto this side. Excuse me, chicken. Don't want to lock you in again. Just like this. And now that the base of the first floor is complete, we can start moving on to the second one, starting with our stone bricks. And I want to just go along the front with some stairs really quick. Just like that, and then we can do the same thing to the back. And now I want to take the two and connect them by creating a roof line, kind of like that. And now we just need to duplicate it on the other side, and now we should be good to start filling the roof in with our mangrove. And I'm still super excited about how it's going to look, because I honestly haven't experimented with mangrove much, but the maroon that the mangrove gives is like one of my favorite colors, so I'm definitely willing to try it out. Oh, I can't chop that. That's not fair. I was just trying to collect some mangrove wood. Oh no. I guess we'll just have to take this one instead. And then we can use all of that mangrove wood to finally finish off the roof. Next thing I want to do is start working on this part right here and filling in these side walls. It is really starting to bug me that you can see straight through this thing. Let's start it off. Oh, not with a creeper. Do not start it off with a creeper. Thank you. No, thank you. I don't have a bow yet in the series for some reason. Now would be a good time to have one. That's awkward. Can I bait you? Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Crisis averted. Anyways, we can go ahead and fill this part right across. And then I think I really do want like the dark, creepy vibe, like it's the town's like really creepy librarian, but I think it's getting a little too dark with the spruce and the mangrove. So I'm trying to figure out what blocks I have that might be able to lighten that up without taking away from the effect. And the one that I'm thinking of is a mixture of gravel and andesite. I think that will have some nice texture while also not brightening it up too much. Unfortunately, don't really have any andesite, so looks like it's back down to the mines for me. And looks like here's a little bit of a patch, so I'm gonna be here for quite a while. Just give me a sec. Don't you guys love those cutscenes where I do all of the work and you guys don't have to do any of it, but you get to enjoy all the visual effects? Yeah, me too. Oh, I've been in that cave for 30 minutes. Now I just need to start slapping some gravel and some andesite in here. Oh, do I want it to go outwards? No, I do not. Now I just gotta remove the andesite and gravel from here and just put it backwards by 1, just like that. And I think it keeps it that dark tone while lightening this up just a little bit from the dark underbase. And I'm hoping that we can add some details into here so that it won't blend with the stone outline on the roof as much. And hey, speaking of details, now that we can't see completely through this thing, might as well start adding some of those. Starting by adding in some windows to this bottom floor, and of course to our second floor windows. And then we can also use some stairs to kind of round off the window area. And then we can also utilize some trapdoors to kind of cover up that up top space where the roof doesn't quite connect to the build. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of these corners. And I actually do on the front area want to switch out the spruce trapdoors to be mangrove trapdoors. I think that'll be kind of cute. It's not really a detail that you would notice very quickly, but it is just kind of fun to outline the door just a little bit more, especially once you've added them to the sides. That was not what I meant to do. I didn't think that egg would hit, to be honest. I think this won't trigger a raid because the only villager I have is that guy over there in my blacksmith. So I think I should be good to take these out as long as I don't go over to my village without drinking any milk. I'm gonna slap this guy, grab his flag, and then I can take a bucket right over here to our little barn, which apparently just started a raid. That's not good. That's really not good. I don't even have a bow. This is not what I was meaning to do today. Okay, come here, guys. Let's get through this nice and easy. Ah. Oh, come on. That's the worst place to die. All right, boys. I'm going in. Double egged up. Take that. Oh, it's just angering him. Okay, we're gonna run now. I need to hit this MLG because this is the last bucket I have crafted. Oh, no. We made it. Oh, he's coming down. I only had 1 bucket. This is plan number 2. Yeah. Oh, I can hit him from underneath? You know what? This is taking too long. My stone hoe is literally going to break before that guy dies. So instead, we're gonna go for plan C. Much better plan, in my opinion. Ready, and oh, it didn't light. How do I light this? There we go. Come near it. Yes! We did it. Anyways, that was definitely not what I had planned today. So let's go ahead and finish this raid and finish this house off by adding some variation to the roof. I'm thinking doing 2 little like circular windows right here and a slight tower coming out the top. So starting off with these circular windows, we can kind of start making a little bit of an overhang right here. And just to make it look like it's a little bit more connected, I'm going to add some walls right underneath. Then to make it a window, all we have to do is just bury through the wall really quickly right here. Oh no, I lost my shovel somehow throughout this. That's unfortunate. Well, there is window number 1, and then we can quickly do window number 2. Just like this. And then the final touch is some shutters. Much better already. And now I just want to add that final tower from the middle. And again, to keep that kind of dark effect, I think I'm going to make the tower out of some mud. So right here is the center, and I'm going to dig out a nice little 3x3 area and start filling it in with mud. And of course the tower isn't going to be completely out of mud. That wouldn't really look that good. So we're going to come back in with our mangrove stairs and break it up with some of our andesite slabs, because I want it to be a similar tone to the outline of the roof, but not too close. Next, we're just going to use that block palette to continue to build up a nice little cone on top of our tower, just like that. And I even added a little bit of a chimney right there coming out to the side, which I think completes the build even more. But unfortunately, that has far exceeded my time for this episode, so we've only built the outside of the house. Next time, we'll have to turn this actually into a villager trading hall, adding a legitimate path to here, finishing finishing up the inside and adding a villager to trade with. But although all we got to accomplish this episode was the building, I think that was really good progress. So if you guys happen to enjoy this episode, then consider subscribing because I would love to see you in the next one. And speaking of next videos, here's a couple that I think you would enjoy.